Messages from Shaltazar. It's time for change. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Baninu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and we have come forth at this time to bring you divine wisdom. You are in a period of human history where much is unknown. Although this has always been the case, it may feel more daunting now. You have endured many changes over the recent past, and for many, it does not feel pleasant. The future may have seemed more predictable in the past, but life now is even more ever-changing. It may appear that time is accelerating, and to a certain degree, your perception is correct. That is because of the adjustments in the energy vibrations that the Source has brought forth to your planet. You are in the midst of the energy of the great potential for change, where no change is not an option. As you go through this energy, your future will continue to feel murky as humanity decides how civilization will transform. Your planet has experienced these major shifts many times before. You cannot escape change, for all life must evolve. It must advance. The question we ask is, will you direct the change in your life, or will the change direct you? We realize that change can be overwhelming and scary at times. We know it is preferable to see what is coming next. We understand you feel more comfortable with the predictability of life. But at this time in human history, we suggest you become more comfortable with the not knowing, with the mystery of life. Begin to welcome changes into your life, even if you don't understand what effect they will have on you. When the change feels beneficial, you rejoice and are happy. But when the change is uncomfortable, it is easy to be frightened and concerned. However, you have the power to affect the change. It is time to increase your level of faith and trust. Begin to believe that all comes your way is for your highest good. Even when the road is bumpy, know that we are with you always and forever. Call upon us when the change feels too intense. You may have noticed that as you move beyond the pandemic you called COVID-19, many of your soul sisters and brothers are suffering mental, emotional, and physical maladies. Many are transitioning back to where they came from, into the arms of the Source. Do not be afraid and let fear consume you. Although it may seem difficult to fathom, those who are getting sick and transitioning back to formless are part of a bigger plan. They are helping nudge all of you to make substantial changes on your planet. We know that can be terrifying, but again, we suggest that if you trust more and are less fearful, the changes that come forth will be positive. On the planet of free choice, it is you, yes, all of you, who determines what comes next. Begin to feel more at ease when the world around you is in chaos. The turmoil is an important part of the change process. From the midst of the confusion will come clarity. If you refuse to accept and become more comfortable with the turmoil, then your ride will be bumpy. Your response to what comes your way determines your future reality. For reality does not exist out there. You create your reality, whether you know it or not. We encourage you to not only welcome all changes that come your way, but to become a great initiator of change in your world. Start by changing you. Change how you think, how you feel. Begin to see in a new way, hear in a new way, feel in a new way, and know in a new way. It is, however, important to become more conscious of the changes that you bring forth. Change for the sake of change may help you become more comfortable with altering things in your life, but there comes a time when you must reflect and contemplate deeper on the major changes that are required to create the new world order. Your planet is on the verge of creating a new humanity, whether you know it or not. It has been decreed by the Source itself. No change is not an option. Your reaction to the changes that are happening all around you is determining what will come next on planet Earth. Become more mindful of how you respond to all that comes your way. Stay calm. Go within. Do not react from fear, worry, anxiety, or trepidation. Realize you are capable of handling everything that comes your way. Let go of the influence others have on your life. It is time to be your own person. For too long, you did what was expected of you. It's time to find the authentic you and show up that way more of the time. The energy on your planet is making it much easier for the many to connect with the invisible world, and more of you are doing so. But often you are afraid that you will not be accepted if you believe that which is not widely acknowledged. You may believe you will be ridiculed if you tell people you can communicate with the higher power. You have been taught to honor science, logic, and data, but there is so much more to life than what you have been taught. If you deny your divinity, that which is unproven and unknowable, you may find things will become more uncomfortable for you. You are being nudged to let go of some of your humanness and embrace a deeper sense of who you truly are. It is time, if you choose, to connect and let Spirit lead the way. For too long, the changes on your planet have been made from a very strong masculine energy. It's time to allow the divine feminine to have a turn. It is when your softer, gentler, more loving, more nurturing side begins to direct the changes in your life that great miracles will come forth. The Source is providing your civilization with an opportunity to create a more compassionate, more understanding, more accepting, and more loving humanity. But in order to do so, the changes you bring forth each and every day must come from a different energy. For too long, you achieved by pushing hard to succeed. You were taught that the smarter you were, the more you would get. But let us assure you that a softer, calmer, more nurturing energy can bring forth major changes that will allow your humanity to more resemble the higher realms. It may be time to let go of the forceful drive to make things happen and instead allow them to come forth with beauty and grace. It is important to let go of the control you feel you need and instead learn the art of surrender. Begin to realize the universe can help you bring forth your desires easier and with less effort. Release, let go, and surrender. Let us show you the way to a life of greater peace, contentment, love, and greater riches. Because of the challenges your world has faced over the recent number of years, the division between those that are well off and those who have very little has increased. The rift between those who have suffered and those who have benefited has widened. It is important to realize that if you do not start taking care of those who have less, who have suffered greatly, then your planet may face the revolts and rebellions that have come forth in the past. The inner anguish and distress that many are enduring may not outwardly be obvious. But let us assure you, it is a very grueling time for many people on your planet. There is so much more going on in people's lives than may appear on the surface. Therefore, it is very important to come from a place of greater compassion, caring, kindness, and understanding towards all human beings. Ensure that each and every one of you works diligently to bring forth greater unity and minimize the separation between your soul sisters and brothers. It is time to look more at what makes you the same and less at what makes you different. Ensure that the changes that come forth on your planet allow you to not only take better care of your fellow citizens, but Mother Earth as well. Begin to contemplate and choose what is truly important for your humanity to not only survive, but thrive. Now is the time to transmute the fear the evil, the darkness, the despair, the loneliness, and the hopelessness that has become rampant on your planet into love. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is everlasting and unconditional. Go forth, dear ones, and help bring about the changes that will make your planet a better place.